Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today it's 8 a.m. here. I had a very long, nice nap, 8 hours. Very exhausted yesterday. That trip at Study Enterprise, driving, or both ways, reviewing, talking, I don't know, and then I did one from rooftop. So it was very hot and humid day. Kind of got burned out. Fell asleep, I think, around 10 o'clock or something, which is unusual. But nowadays I'm sleeping early. So I want to do two videos for you today. Now, this morning I woke up with positive mindset or mind frame rather, and I made my mocha. I think that should give me plenty of energy, and I want to do a morning thoughts episode, then gonna follow by a Gucci fragrance day. Gucci by Gucci or Gucci Puro. This is officially discontinued now, so I wanna talk about that. I recently got it because of that reason. So how are you all doing? Hopefully you are in good health and you are doing okay. You are not going through some hardship and stuff. Hopefully your life is good. And I think right now, I don't know, but I hope the corona situation is gonna get better in time. Like, even though there's no basis on it, I'm just praying. It's a wishful thinking, sort of, that I pray that corona goes away, and slowly the cases start to drop and we get a vaccination, so we start getting back our normal lives. Okay, that is a wish, because this whole year has been gone to uh, what you guys all know. So now life is getting a little bit normal here, but still that affected number of affected and still deaths are happening in worldwide. I think the number has gone over million, isn't it? So it's not easy to read all those, but we have to still work on, because as long as we're alive, we have to march on and carry on with our lives. So I want to talk about two things today. I don't want to make it super very long, like 20 minutes, because if I pick up like 6 7 topics about life, then goes on for a long time. So I want to talk about two things. Okay, I'll start with my fragrance community or fragrance related content. I wanted to do this episode about people who are negative, who are always hating and putting negative things. Recently it happened, and I want to talk about haters a little bit. Okay, from time to time they also deserve our attention. They're also part of the community. uh, the sad thing is, the haters, I feel really bad for them. People who just wait, they subscribe to you, they keep you on their subscription, and then notification moment you upload, they just jump up to see the video and then dislike and leave a nasty comment. So I thought about the whole process. It's not like we are all like out of it. When for example, I'll give you a starving example. Or when I used to go to restaurants, if they delayed in food, like Malaysia, Bangladesh, anywhere, I used to get like angry. I used to get upset. Like, why is it taking so long? Some people actually scream when people are hungry. They like cause a scene, and then you leave a nasty comment on their page and stuff. We have been there. We have been guilty of it, because at times we're humans. But when I opened my own restaurant in, I think 2012, I think 2012, yeah, around there, 2012 or I think 2012, yeah. And then I had a small burger joint. I had a small restaurant, like with about 20 people sitting, 20 or 16 people sitting, and mostly takeouts and stuff. So sometimes people would come. Like, most of the people were nice. They were very supportive. My friends, customers, they liked my food, and whatever I was doing, they were saying like, "Bravo, you're managing everything by yourself." I'm like, yeah. The most of people would say good things. Some of the guys would say something with this one Irish guy, and they're like sort of like couple. They came for honeymoon. They were staying in the hotel, Hoide Villa Hotel. That's where my restaurant was, under Hoide Villa, the ground floor in Jalan Ampang, if you are in Malaysia. So they said they had my burger. He was very hungry. He said, "Bro, make me a burger that I will not forget." I'm like, challenge accepted. So I put everything that I had, ingredients, everything. I made it out of my menu. Like, I put three patties. I put like a lot of these things. Like bacon, mushroom, caramelized onions, sauce. So stuff that you can think of. I put everything in there. I put uh, everything possible. I even made jalapenos. All right. So he had the burger and he finished the burger and just looked at me and said, "Bro, I don't think I had a burger this good." Okay, in my whole life. So I'm not bragging, but actually make good burgers. The secret to making good burgers is the fat content. If you have, some people make it like 60-40 split, or 70-30. Usual standard is 70-30. 70 your chuck and 30 is your fat. I put like 60-40 just for that guy, and that's the flavor. And the spices, if you have like good spices, like like cayenne pepper, paprika, bell pepper, not bell pepper, sorry, black pepper, white pepper. So you use like different sauces. Obviously, burger is gonna taste good, okay, if you know the amount and you can do experiment. So basically, I was very happy, and he gave me a tip of 50 ringgit, like the burger price plus that, and I never spent that 50 ringgit. I kept it in my pocket, okay. And I just remember that made me feel so good. So when people said negative things, it used to hurt me. Like people say, why don't you move into a bigger location? Why don't you have like 50 staff? So you have more menu. It used to hurt me. Like I did have, when you own something, then you'll know how to love, how to build, because you work. Then you realize it's not nice to mistreat or yell at other restaurant staff. Like go to eat somewhere, you be rude at them. You don't know what they're going through. They're doing a shitty job. They're doing a very hard work. Like kitchen work is not easy. I have permanent wrist injury picking up stuff all the time, because when you're cooking, you have to handle very heavy pans. So I'm just sharing a few things with you, so give you some idea. I'll come back to the haters. So when you did that, you slowly, I did it for 4 years, my restaurant, then I closed down because Malaysia economy just took a hit. But 4 years, I learned a lot of things. I didn't make so much money. Like in the end, I was running on loss. But I learned that, when people mistreat you, they don't know your life story, how much you have to work hard. Even if you're running loss, you have to work the same. So I changed myself. Okay, I never used to yell or shout at restaurants. I would be very patient. I would just sit there and like, take your time, no problem. So what I'm trying to say, the point after the story is that I am doing this fragrance community thing, like reviewing thing. It's like the years of going by like that, and I did not quit. And I fell in love with this perfume work. I started working in line with perfumes. I have my Decant page, and somehow from the support of there and then my own money, I keep investing in fragrances so I can review for you. 2016 I started, and now it's about 2021. So you can count the years. It's like about 5 years. So actually it's 4 years solid, but moving into fifth year. So why do I love this fragrance game so much is that I really am in love with fragrance. I genuinely love fragrances. So in that way, you can say my motto is work with something that you love. So that will always keep you inspired. If you hate working at some corporate office and you have to go there every day like a bank, and you just hate it, you'll hate your life taking your metro or your train underground, and then you go by like say taxi or bike or drive. You hate the jam. You'll hate your life. You'll burn your life, and you'll get older than anything else. I got old, but I am happy old person most of the time, unless I am into depression. But I understood one thing, that people, when they write negative comments, they have their reasons. Some people, they are just not happy inside. This is what the sad part is about them. They always yell or criticize others, but they cannot do anything of their own. So this is the reality, and I actually think I wrote it a few days back. I got angry, but I think these people who dislike your video or say something negative, they wish in a way they could be like you, or they could be doing what you're doing. In Bangladesh, when I started my page, many people approached me, many sellers, many guys who wanted to set up a business, because I could earn the trust of people in Bangladesh. Our community, at least in my community, it's not a huge community. I have about 5,000-6,000 people, but I treasure every single one of them. So these people in Bangladesh, they started purchasing decants from me, for example. Many people wanted that business, but when I saw people try to use me, I don't like people try to use me for their own benefit and they don't do anything in return. I don't like that. So I'm a little bit strict. So I kicked them out, some of them, and they got mad, and they started criticizing me for something they wanted to do. So I always wondered, people with 1,000 subscribers, video like on their channel, they are talking about me, making videos about me. What did they achieve? They are just sellers. Sometimes one guy made 3 videos about me, saying a lot of things, absolute garbage. But I realize, you have your own level, and those people have their own level, and you don't give them your time. And I actually spent a lot of time in negativity. At first I was to be very angry, but I realized, you don't have to do this. It's actually hurting you. So I changed my mindset. But some of these people, they watch your videos every day religiously, more than anybody else. They give you the view and they dislike, and they write the comment. I know by writing, they're seeing their comment, they actually watch the whole video, which most of you don't. So yeah, a little bit of haters. I think when you hate on someone, you cannot hurt them for very long. Okay, for example, when you hate on me, I make more video content. That is my response to you, and thanks to you that I can make more content. I can buy more fragrances, I can have a collection, I can go other places, and I can get to meet nice people. I can make connections. So that actually sort of like helps me. But what it does to you, more and more you see, you hate, and you just get angry, you feel frustrated, but you don't do anything on your own. You wish that you could have, have a collection or be a reviewer that people would know and trust, but you don't have it. So I believe, like if you spend your life in hatred, petty things, you'll always end up being sad and lost and depressed. So thank you so much for keeping me out of depression, making me work more, and I really absolutely love it. That's it. That's how I look at it. Second thing I want to talk about is the negativity in the world. This is a general topic. General topic wise, I would say there's so much hatred and negativity in the world. If you say you don't see it, you'll actually you'll be living in denial. Like uh, world. Look at so many countries. They're having wars. Like just because two government they have problem with some other ethnic groups or religious groups, they make countries fight and make people killed. Like they kill people, and in general, people don't want to kill other people. Okay, every country have majority good people. They don't want to hate on another whole nation, because in reality, what is supposed to be? It's supposed to be borderless. It's supposed to be like we travel to other countries, we learn about their culture, we know their food, we take pictures, we go honeymoon. Like if you're married, you go to honeymoon, or if you just go for picnic, or you just family tour, you see countries. There's no such thing as like racially, profiling people, or this whole thing of terrorism. These things, if I wonder, because I'm not a politician, but I wonder why there's so much hatred and so much wrong, bad things happening in the country. Our country, there's so much rape case going up. India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. Uh, if it is just, like it's about money that like you steal or something, that is fine. But people killing people, okay, people hurting people, people raping people, and no matter how much we are getting modern, how many CCTVs come, technology is getting better, but human beings are becoming more heartless and emotionless. And nowadays we don't get surprised when you see something bad. Like let's say someone entered a church, kill like people praying, or they enter a school, kill school children. We don't get shocked anymore. We are used to this news, but we are not used to news like people returning bag full of money to the owner. We are not used to the news that people actually did something innovative for other people without any benefits. We don't appreciate, we don't expect this news anymore, because inside we practice ourselves so much corruption and we got used to it so much, it doesn't bother us anymore. So what I'm trying to say, my point is, you can get frustrated. I get frustrated. I write comments on whole day on different news portals. I curse. I say bad words. If I see like a rapist, I really wish so much bad things to him. But in the end, how will this stop? How will the government stop this? Nobody can stop this hatred war. In America, there's like black versus white people fighting. What is the fight? What is the hatred? Why there should be hatred? Aren't you all human beings? Aren't you here for just a tiny amount of time on this earth? Why spend it in hatred? I mean, some people, you have to see how some people are trying to manipulate and making you sort of like a sheep, you know, like the politicians, how they make you fight Muslims and Hindus. Do we have any problems? No, we don't have any problems. In Bangladesh, we don't have any problems. We don't have any problems anywhere. We don't look at Hindu or Muslim or Christian, most of us anyway. But due to the government and politicians, we just, like automatically, oh, there should be a war. We should be killing innocent people to feel better. Think of it really, like we need changes, and where the change gonna come from, how this thing's gonna stop, it's us. If we find a wallet on the street and we know who's the owner, and we know we have to do the right thing, if we don't do the right thing, no one can make us do the right thing, isn't it? We can steal the money, we can throw the wallet away, or we can find the house, we can return it. Or person in need, we have so much money and he comes to you like, give me some money please, I'm hungry, and you really know that this is not a druggie, he's actually hungry. You didn't help him, and you feel guilty later, because you have to have a conscience. That's the most important thing. That's the purpose of being human beings. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, the changes must come from inside. Whatever change, whatever you see bad, we can change it. We ourselves, we see a wrongdoing going on, people are being beaten on the road, or kid is being bullied, go out there, stop that. Stop that shit. If you see a woman being raped, don't worry, we're gonna all gonna die one day. You have to raise, like, at least shout, stop it. This is how the changes will come. This is how governments will be forced to change. If we ourselves are adapted to corruption, and we just like rotten, we just like, yeah, we stay like this all the time with the backbone back, like bending like this, world is gonna go to a shittier place. Trust me, every day. No matter how many iPhones you have, no matter how advanced your car is, smart your life is, you will be a useless piece of garbage. Okay, so learn to live with self dignity, respect. Try to use imagination rather than hating on others, spending time in negativity. I think that will do much better. If you really like fragrances, start a channel. If you think you're better than others, show them, show the world, because you have to start at some point. It's like criticizing is easy, building is difficult, right? Thank you very much for watching. Just wanted to do a morning episode. These thoughts were in my head. So love more, be united, stop hating, and then look at others' agendas. Don't let people control your brain. Okay, you own and you should control your own brain. You should think for yourself, because in the end of the day, we have to be good human beings. That's all. So let's move on to the review and have a very nice day. Thanks for watching with my coffee session. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.